Yeah, he said a lot of crazy shit there, man.
Hey, that was like, what, 4 bars? All right, y'all. This is a new one from the man himself, Mr. Chris Webby.
Chris Webby, back on my BS official music video.
And with a title like Back on My BS, I'm sure we're going to hear some shocking, polarizing things. We know Chris Webby doesn't hold back when he feels a certain way. He says it, and it's usually going to shock somebody.
What can I say? I agree. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yes.
Shadow.
You know, nowadays, people find one thing you said 8, 9, 10 years ago, bring it back up now and cancel your whole fucking career over it. So let me make it easy for you and just say it all right now.
So already, like, all right, he's just gonna fucking say a bunch of shit that's gonna piss people off.
Oh, definitely.
He's in the shadow ban prison.
It's when you get banned, but not blatantly banned. It's like when you can't prove that you're being banned, but somehow they're stopping your reach somehow.
What's up, Shadow?
Is that what it means?
That's what it means, shadow ban. That's why it's shadow banned. If you're banned, you're banned.
Well, being banned in the shadows.
The Shadow Realm? I ain't sending you there. You're going to Idaho.
Yeah.
I thought it was like an actual banning, like.
No, it's like shadow banning is a term. They start banning you, or they start limiting the reach of what you're saying or your video.
Okay.
Like Tom McDonald claims to be shadow banned all the time.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Bring it back up now and cancel your whole fucking career over it. So let me make it easy for you and just say it all right now. My pronouns are fuck you and suck my dick. Unglued, I punch through and bust my clip. I'm a feminist worst enemy running my lip. Now get back in the kitchen, you fucking uptight bitch. Far as gender roles go, maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just sick of women's marches blocking the road. Sick of a culture where a bitch will think looks alone is enough to walk around like the whole world owes them.
Yeah, he said a lot of crazy shit there, man.
Hey, that was like, what, 4 bars?
The first line, my pronouns, fuck you and suck my dick. Already attacking the pronouns.
Yeah, it's always good. I love it when a rapper throws in a good little suck my dick action.
I'm a feminist worst nightmare. Now shut the fuck up and get back in the kitchen, bitch. Like, he's not holding back on this one.
Yeah,
at all.
I think. Well, he said you uptight bitch. You know what I mean? And honestly, I get it because it's like he's kind of like trying to dig into them, like get them mad with like get back into the kitchen, but then he follows it up with like you uptight bitch. And he's only talking about a certain type of woman. He's not talking about all women. If you can get past your anger and listen to what he's saying like you uptight bitch. She's a bitch. She's like an uptight, probably someone it's not a pleasure to be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then, you know, he said, I'm just probably sick and tired of protest or the feminist protest just blocking my traffic.
That was a funny one.
That was funny because they be doing that, blocking the traffic. And then he says something else at the end that was hilarious. Oh, he just attacks the fact that a lot of women in this social media era feel like they deserve the world handed to them on a platter because they're hot.
Yeah, alright.
Culture where a bitch will think looks alone is enough to walk around like the whole world owes them. And in my opinion, ladies, yo, we both got a place in the way that the world works since we all were just apes. And when you need us to protect you, man, he'll shoulder the weight. And if he doesn't, he's a pussy, which I know is the case. With a lot of these little Gen Z arrogant jerks who got so many MMR shots, their brains don't work. And they've been saying for years that autism's on the rise. No shit, it's right in front of our eyes. And yeah, I know that I'm in.
You know, it's really good at like just connecting ideas. You know, he's taking like 4 bars at a time to build on one kind of concept and idea. Like
the main point.
First one was like toxic femininity or toxic feminism, and this one is kind of like transitioning from that feminine, like, oh, you know, I think men and women have a place in this world. Like a real man will protect you physically when he needs to, because we've been doing it since the dawn of time.
Since the time we were apes is what he said.
Life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above.
Exactly, and then he said like, but if he doesn't, he's probably a fucking pussy.
And they said they get too much
MMR shots.
R shots. I don't know what that is.
Me neither, but I mean, you know, shots has been a big topic since COVID, and I think he's referring to the idea of like all these vaccines and shots, and then he's like, you guys wonder why autism's on the rise, it's right in front of us, you know?
In front of our eyes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's pretty interesting.
What's up, everybody? We just wanted to take the time out to say thanks for watching the reaction. We also wanted to take the time out to introduce you to who we are and what we do. We're Strawhat Dynasty, a twin breakdancing rap duo from NYC. We've worked years now in cultivating our ability to make quality music videos, breakdancing, and overall entertaining. We pour everything we have into every song, every video, in order to provide you with the best entertainment experience possible. So if you would take the time to check out some of our original music, our content, and follow us on all platforms, we would super appreciate it. We're just two brothers following our dreams, and we appreciate your support as you join us on this life journey. Thanks so much. Now back to the reaction.
Saying for years that autism's on the rise. No shit, it's right in front of our eyes. And yeah, I know that I'm an old head now. I'm grown and graduated. I made it just in time to be considered outdated to a younger generation who didn't grow up saying Jew jokes and words like faggot when they were playing. So now I'm just a bigot for the culture I was raised in. Back in the days when Chinese just meant Asian and people.
Back
Yo,
in the
honestly,
day. Yo, if you
I'm
were
be real with y'all, I can super resonate with this guy, and you know, don't shadow ban me for this, right? When he said, I made it out of graduation just in time to be outdated, that's us, okay?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure we were born around the same era, same time, you know.
Close to the same time.
Close to the same time. You know, if you grew up in the 90s like we did, it's like kind of like what he said. He said growing up saying just jokes about other people's races and stuff like that.
In a jokingly manner.
That's
the key word, everybody.
Joke.
Joke.
You know, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. When we were younger and stuff, you know, us, our friends, and everyone around us, you know, everyone just joked on each other. Whether it was how we looked, or maybe if it was our, you know, our ethnicity, people just joked on each other. We just clowning. There was no hate behind the jokes.
Yeah.
It was just like, we understood.
And people used to get upset over things that were plausible for getting upset over. You know what I mean? And it's like, in a world where serious things happen, you know, like serious, like when we grew up, like we knew kids who were growing up in foster homes, kids who lived in bad neighborhoods, kids who were scared for their safety, you know, things like that, kids with divorced parents, like things that really, you know, should really make you upset. And in that time, you just needed a little comic relief. So we used to just joke on each other.
Yeah, and I thought it was hilarious when he said at a time where being Chinese just meant Asian. Like, really hammering down. Like he's just hammering down on any and everything that could piss somebody off. He's delivering on that intro on that first statement.
I'm just a bigot for the culture I was raised in. Back in the days when Chinese just meant Asian and people were too busy to just sit around complaining. So why the whole world keep changing? Spread the word. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. If you're a pussy, I suggest you run and hide. Then go tell your friends. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. And this time I think I've truly lost my mind.
Yeah, go fuck.
All right, I mean, straight up, that is a straight up Eminem inspired verse. I don't want to hear it.
Really hook.
Hook.
Yeah.
That hook. That sounded like something Eminem would do with the layers and the
high-pitched voices.
and whatever. Just back on my bullshit again.
It just sounds like a melody he would use.
And it was very like, what I like is he's getting kind of wacky now with it, you know?
Look, you get slight hint of like childlike delivery.
Delivery, and he follows that up with being Steve from Blue's Clues in this video.
Almost like hook is like a nursery rhyme, right?
Yeah, he's just like taking something as innocent as Blue's Clues and even tearing that crazy, taking a salt shaker, putting it on his arm and sniffing it like he was taking a hit of coke.
I just think it's hilarious that he dressed up like Steve from Blue's Clues.
He does kind of look like Steve. He does.
If Steve had like...
No, you ever seen Steve now? He has a beard and everything. And glasses too, and he's bald.
All right, well, let's keep watching.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm the generation that I grew up with an iPad, so I think it's silly what these kids identify as. Still make jokes anytime I see a pride flag. Never out of hate, it's just funny to me. My bad.
Yo, again, I can feel him. I didn't grow up with an iPad.
You know, and like, I think what he thinks, and this is what I think about what he thinks, so calm your titties, right? I think, or your genitals, I think he's just finding it hilarious at how out there people are put certain topics out there. Like how much people put certain topics out there. I think he just finds it funny. I just think it's funny, he said. You know what I mean? So I make jokes about it. My bad. It's a joke. I'm just making a joke. You sensitive bitch.
And he's really taking this Eminem approach to a new level, even with his visuals, because he's creating like these set pieces, very simple set pieces too. He's being very useful with being very creative with his resources.
Look at these choices for this
Hold on,
game
even
show.
before that, he's doing a game show. He's wearing this funny ass.
The name of the game show, look at it, is Triggered.
It's Triggered. He's wearing this funny ass wig with this like porno stash mustache thing going on. Like he's like an old game show from back in the day with a card that says Triggered, and then you got these choices here that says trans man, trans ma'am, cross-dressing man, or literally anything, nothing matters anymore. I think that's supposed to represent where we've gotten up to at this point.
Yeah, it pretty much speaks for itself. Let's keep listening.
Jokes anytime I see a pride flag, never out of hate, it's just funny to me, my bad. Is it a trans man or a cross-dressing man who's physically achieving the things that only a man can? Then demanding that I be calling a ma'am, and shit is out of hand, but damn trans ma'am, I'm just a dumb sis.
That was just a great use of rhyme scheming.
That was a great use of rhyme.
Not even rhyme scheming, but just using the same kind of word within a word.
Yeah,
started
same
with
sound,
like
same word.
man, trans man, demand that, demand and
man can. That's funny. He said he was like saying
doing things a man can.
He was saying like trans man doing things that only physically a man can.
But wants me to call them a ma'am.
Yeah, so like a good example.
Address them by ma'am.
A good example of that is trans woman in sports, right? Like trans women could they can only do the things that a man can do. These women can't do what these trans women are doing because they're not physically built like men. You know what I mean? So he's referring to that. That's pretty funny.
Man or a cross-dressing man. Like never out of hate, it's just funny to me, my bad. Is it a trans man or a cross-dressing man who's physically achieving the things that only a man can? Then demanding that I be calling a ma'am, and shit is out of hand, but damn trans ma'am, I'm just a dumb cis man, but at least I'm trying to fucking understand. But it seems that I've been passed by the society that I'm in, walking around looking confused at things like Biden. Wait, let me.
Oh my goodness. So he's talking to like what you think is like this lefty looking.
What a great.
Looks like a lesbian kind of like.
It could be a zer, a he,
something
like
that.
Sure.
With the mullet, the shave, like what you think they.
A raw.
What you think you.
A e. A kutzel.
He's like, yeah, I'm really trying to understand this shit, but it seems like I've been bypassed by this new generation and that I'm in, trying to understand things, and he ended up like trying to understand things or people like Biden. And
he said I end up being confused. I'm so confused, and he goes into
like Biden because Biden's old.
Biden's old and doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay, and then
right? Look at that, man. Perfect. Lesbian mullet status type shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with the
with an angry all the time face.
Angry all the time. You know what I mean? Got nothing better to do except be angry all the time.
And like probably says he or she is a man, clearly a woman because she got breast, and
she's got a mullet. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with that mullet look, especially on girls these days. I'm not digging it, but to each his own.
I mean, but I love mullets though. Bring the mullet back.
By the society that I'm in, walking around looking confused at things like Biden. Wait, let me not compare myself to a pedophile, though I do buy coke from his son once in a while. He be putting in his orders to an Al-Qaeda supporter who just walks right over the fucking border about a mile.
Oh my God.
There is no mercy here. He called Biden a pedophile.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, maybe I'm not hip to what's going on.
Yeah, we try our best not to get too deep into politics because of how negative it is and whatever. So if Biden's a pedophile, by all means, let us know what that controversy is about, because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And then says, I'll just go to his son for when I want to buy some drugs. I heard about that.
Yeah, so I guess his son sells drugs or
got caught in a scandal of some sort. And he said he bought it from an Al-Qaeda supporter who just walked over the border. And then that's his
He's hitting up all these controversies and hitting up all these like major polarizing topics, ending with like just walked over the border because these days in the US there's so many immigrants coming in and out, and there's no real selection process. They're just letting people in.
Yeah, but he's also saying that specifically because of Biden and his party, just basically saying that they're the reason why the border is so laxed. And that's why it happened.
Yeah.
Putting in his orders to an Al-Qaeda supporter who just walks right over the fucking border about a mile. Hunter did the whole pile, I just did a couple bumps. Then he bought a couple kids and he threw them in the trunk. Wait, fuck, I am so not down with this kind of stuff. And that's how I killed myself when the Clinton showed up. Yeah, I'ma talk shit in a world gone stupid. Taking ivermectin while the world got boosted. Trying to hold ground while the world's uprooted.
Ivermectin, shout out to Joe Rogan.
Taking ivermectin while the world got boosted. Trying to hold ground while the world's uprooted. Speaking up till the world mutes it. Spread.
I like that. Try to hold ground while the world uproots it.
Trying to hold ground while the world's uprooted. Speaking up till the world mutes it. Spread the word. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. If you're a pussy, I suggest you run and hide.
Okay.
Then go tell your friends. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. And this time I think I've truly lost my mind.
You're all a bunch of pussies.
Ever since
He's really going with this whole like childlike thing now even more. This kind of reminds me now thinking about it, this kind of reminds me of something Hobson would do. Hobson has done things like this in the past.
Hobson,
and specifically,
also inspired by Eminem.
Thinking about Ill-Minded Hobson #9 when he was talking about the situation with his son. He kind of did this whole thing too, where he was just had like played this whole childlike personnel, TV personnel, and then had them these childlike personnels using profanity and doing things that are not childlike at all. And yeah, great colorful scheme going on, which adds on to the whole wackiness of the vibe of the song.
Yeah, the video is definitely very eye-catching, catches your attention.
time I think I've truly lost my mind.
You're all a bunch of pussies.
Ever since I said I'm voting Trump, I've been a bad guy too. A group of fans I didn't even know I had to lose. And since you're leaving, let me read you one last haiku. Yo, guess what? I voted for him last time too. But you used to hate Trump.
Haiku is like literally a Japanese poem that only
Short poem
that can only have 4 lines, I think.
I don't know, I think 3. There was
I
only
think it
3
was
there.
4
It was
lines.
3. There was 3.
3?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Truly lost my mind.
You're all a bunch of pussies.
Ever since I said I'm voting Trump, I've been a bad guy too. A group of fans I didn't even know I had to lose. And since you're leaving, let me read you one last haiku. Yo, guess what? I voted for him last time too. But you used to hate Trump. How dare you change?
Yeah, I like that.
3 lines.
I like how he's just saying like, oh, ever since I voted Trump, I guess it made it vocal. I lost a bunch of fans I didn't even know I had, and he was just like, well, guess what, you fucking assholes who were my fans from the previous election. I voted for him last time too. I didn't tell y'all about it. I'm just being vocal about it now. Yeah.
Hey, cool. Yo, guess what? I voted for him last time too. But you used to hate Trump. How dare you change your opinion? How dare you grow as a person? How dare you say something different than the stuff you used to say? How dare you consider switching? I loved you when I agreed. Now I hate you just for existing. Hate you for this, that, and I hate you for living. I'll comment every time you post, and I'll say that you're grifting and hate women. You're a racist and a shameful depiction. A white privilege, a supremacist, a rapist, a villain, a
Whoa, he's just like Star Wars fucking holographically portraying the stereotype of the lesbian dude man, the fucking
The obviously
man
being a woman, trans woman,
and then just the soft beta male type fucking
sweater vest,
feminist looking man.
Yeah.
Right.
Feminine looking man.
Feminine looking man
Yeah,
who's a feminist.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean,
male feminist.
I'm a feminist too, but not in the modern day of what feminism has become. Let's not talk about that. But
and they're just coming at him, just attacking him in the way that this side always attacks people. Just resorts to calling them racist, Nazis, are piss, right?
Yeah, it's just a lot of anger, shame, and anger, shame.
And then it's hilarious. Like it's hilarious.
Shame.
It's hilarious the way he kind of does it in a way that's like not contradictory, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's like when you say something spitefully, kind of, or a way when he's like when they're saying how. He's saying his points through them saying, how dare you, with his points. How dare you grow as a person? How dare you do this?
It's ironic that...
I don't think it's irony is the word either. You know, it's like, how dare you grow as a person? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is what he's saying is, I was really just growing as a person.
I was just changing.
You know, I was changing. Yeah, I didn't like Trump before, but, you know, I looked into it, and maybe I like him more than before, or maybe than the other option, you know? And they're saying, how dare you grow as a person? How dare you change your opinion? How dare you do this? You're fucking this, you're that.
Because you don't agree with me, you are every bad name in the book.
Ah, yes.
women. You're a racist and a shameful depiction of white privilege, a supremacist, a rapist, a villain, a fucking Nazi. Basically, he murdered the Jews. He dog whistles, gaslights are the words that I use. I don't quite know what they mean, but I heard them on the news. What I'm trying to say is, Webby, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch, I'm still the same Webby. I'm still in Connecticut. I'm still donating every year to save the elephants. Still say thank you for your service to the veterans. And still fuck your mom every Thursday when I'm in town. I bust that bitch down. Didn't like me then, well, how you like me now? Cause bitch, I'm a pro, I don't need a pronoun. So from right now till I'm in the ground, go and spread the word.
Bitch, I'm a pro, I don't need a pronoun. Good use of word.
That's word play right there.
Word play.
Yes.
Word connecting to sentences through word play like that. Just talked about how the other side uses all these words that they're just regurgitating what they hear on TV, whatever. And half the time they don't even know what the fuck it means or what they're talking about.
Or they're just, yeah, exactly what you said. They're just repeating what they heard. But also, he also goes on to say, like, hey man, I'm still the same person. My beliefs might change as far as the state of the world, but I'm still the same person. I'm still donating to the elephants, you know. I'll still fuck your mom every Thursday. Was it Thursday? I don't know.
He said Thursday, yes.
I'll still fuck your mom every Thursday. I bust that bitch down. He's the same old good-hearted guy saying thank you to the veterans. He's the same person, you know what I mean? He's the same person. Like, just because he believes this doesn't mean he's a different person. Yeah.
Webby's back up on that bullshit again. If you're a pussy, I suggest you run and hide. Pussy. And go tell your friends. Webby's back up on that bullshit again. And this time I think I've truly lost my mind. And now I'm back on my bullshit.
Webby's back, motherfucker.
Forget about it, Frankie.
Okay. Well, in the last visual depictions of that video, he like constantly just trying to get rid of his phone, and it just keeps coming back to him. Maybe that's just a metaphor for people's addiction to their phone. They try and come off it, but they end up still on it.
And oftentimes it is the phone that feeds everybody the ideology that you think are your ideas, but you're really just repeating what you see on your phone.
That's true. You know, you walk outside your house and there really isn't as much hate or as much
Controversy
as the internet tells you.
Yeah.
You're made to believe it because somebody's either writing an article about it, posting about it, making a meme, a tweet, all this stuff. When in reality, everything for the most part is really all good. And you know, there are actual real problems in this world.
Yes, it seems to be the driving force of attention in today's society. Yeah, Webby's back on my bullshit.
Back on my BS.
Back on my BS. Man, what can I say? It was entertaining, smooth butter flows as usual.
Smooth butter.
He's always got the butter flow. He's always in the pocket
In the
nicely, you know, and he's always getting his message across. And what I love about Chris Webby is that every line always packs a punch, and he's good at like building up these packed punching lines and then hits you with the haymaker at the end of the fourth bar, just hits you with the haymaker that brings it all together and essentially results in a knockout.
There are no filler lines. Every line is used to its fullest potential.
I think that is the best way to go about it. If you could manage to do that, you should do that. You know what I mean? It's like constantly keeping someone engaged. It's a for sure fire way to keep them listening to the song. So.
And I gotta say, this guy's videos have been just back to back, banging. It's just a noticeable upgrade in quality, a noticeable upgrade in thought process, creativity. You know, this one was like very colorful and different, you know, and it looks like he just had access to simple rooms and just made the use of
like nice little sets.
Of sets with just resources that the average person can obtain. And I thought that was very cool. You know?
Webby's back in my BS. It was dope. I like music like this. I like music that's honest and music that forces people to have a conversation whether they like to or not. Anyways, if you like this video, like, click, subscribe, hit the bell notification. You'll know when we drop a new video. Check out some of our new music. I think you might like it. Got a new music video coming out very soon. Just released one not too long ago. Check those out.
I'm Jules the Buddha Monk.
I'm Trix the Hooligan, and we are Strawhat Dynasty.
Your favorite rapping
Breaking
twins from NYC.
Peace.